Oh yeah, so Raz, we all grew up together. So we're called Patchwerk because the name of the neighborhood we grew up in was called the Cabbage Patch. So we said we wanted to put in work for the patch. But Raz, so we were at home. I think I was in college at Michigan State. Bob was in the pros at this time. So I'd come home, we playing dominoes at my mom's house. And my analogy would always be, if I wanted to listen to a rhyme, I didn't want to know who said it because I didn't want to be prejudging whether it was going to be dope or not. I wanted to know if I liked the rhyme and the flow and the beat. I don't want to know who the producer is. I ain't one of them people to be like, let me read the credits first. Let me hear it. And if it's dope, then I want to find out who made it. So anyway, so that was the way I would define if a rapper was dope. I would be like, is it dope because Redman said it or is the rhyme dope? So we sitting there playing dominoes and Raz put a cassette tape in. Song come on, we playing, he ain't say nothing. Motherfucker is rap. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Oh man, this is new guy. Who the fuck is that? I said, man, if Method Man said these rhymes, they'd be on Lyrics of the Month. He started laughing, we playing. Second song come on. God damn! Who the fuck is that? Raz, nigga, where you get this from? Oh man, this little dude or somebody, this MC, man, he's supposed to be dope. That motherfucker is the best rapper I have ever heard in my life. That's what I said. Play one more record. I said, God damn, he making my eyes water. Who the fuck is this? I'm taking out the tape, it's unlabeled. That's me. I said, motherfucker, that ain't you. That's me. That ain't you. Raz at the time was dancing and drawing and was in the fashion shit. That ain't you. That's me. I've been writing. That ain't you. We argue forever. I don't know how he proved to me that it was him. And I just was blown away. And so I was like, I said, man, that's the best shit I'd have ever heard in my life, man. And I listened to everything. I always say we were blessed. I was born in 72. So by the time Rapper's Delight or Sugar Hill Grandmaster Flash came out in 79, I done seen the whole evolution. So I had a perspective of what came before, and I was all in it to what was out. So I felt like I could say what was dope and what wasn't. So anyway, I ended up, I called Bob, and I'm like, the little homie can rap. He like, who? I said, John, amazing, Raz. I don't even know if he was Raz at the time. I said, that motherfucker can rap. I sent him the song. I see you got all that goddamn money and that equipment sitting in your basement. You should send that shit to him. Okay. Well, remember, we all three in Carson. I always say, I don't know why we got gangsters. At one point, I think my mom's house, they bought it for $38,000 in 74. It's worth about $675. It was up to like $890. So we all got our parents, 2 cars. We ain't missing no meals. And I'm like, you need to send that damn equipment here and let Raz use it because you ain't doing nothing with it. So we do it. And so we all naive. So here's the plan. We gonna cut a demo, man, and go get a record deal. We cut a demo. We got some meetings and nobody wanted to sign them, right? So because of who we were, because we were dreamers, we just said, well, fuck them. We'll just do our own record label. We young. I'm still at Michigan State, so I'm only 22, 21, Bob 23, DJ 23, Raz about 20. Fuck it, we'll just do it ourselves. So that's how we did Won't Catch Me Running and Remain Anonymous. We were forced to, nobody else would give us money to make an album. So we made our own record and we put the shit out and BJ and them promoted it. And then it created a bidding war. Everybody wanted to sign them. And I hadn't told this story, but originally I was supposed to be Raz. He gonna be mad when I tell him. He know, but originally I was supposed to be his manager. And Raz, which is his thinking is correct. It was me or Crowbar. Crowbar was owned by Coolio. Coolio basically was Drake. He was big rap crossed over. And so Raz was like, you don't know what you're doing. You ain't got no experience and no connections. So I'm gonna go with Crowbar. And so that's how he ended up with Wine on Them and Coolio. And then, so I had another year in school. And when I graduated, the studio was just we have to find something for Curtis to do. He the one that started this. So they just threw me the studio. And, when we did his first album, we looked back and we realized that we spent over $200,000 in the recording studio. So us being young and naive, again, what do you think we did? We just said we should do our own studio. And that's basically how we started. And I remember I got here and Bob gave me a book and some keys. And I vividly remember probably about after 9 days, he was like, I need to meet with you. And I said, fuck, I'm about to go home. He came in there and he was like, here go my keys. You're doing a great job. I'm out. Do what you want to do. And I had to sink or swim. We had to figure it out. And not a lot of people in the industry, nobody in the industry helped or shared information. And that's kind of that's what shaped who we are today, is because I was scarred from that experience of trying to go around and meet other studio managers and get an idea on the rates and what you need, and they wouldn't do it. And I had vowed right then, I said, man, if we ever get in a position where people are looking to us, then I'm going to share the information. So our other brand, I Do Music, its theme is to educate and empower artists and musicians worldwide. A lot of studios that you may see on TV, they probably look like ours because I let them look at our blueprints and our plans. I let the architects come in and they told them they want a room like this. A lot of their session reports, I give them ours and tell them to put a white piece of tape over it, make a copy. And you know what I mean? So I wanted to share the information because my perspective of getting dogged out when I came in, it scarred me for life. So that's kind of like, our history and who we are. And so this year, we celebrating our 25th anniversary in July, and me and Raz are still friends. I just talked to him this morning. I helped him do his book, Soul on Ice 2. And he keep trying to hire me as his manager, but I don't want to be his manager, and I won't take any money because I'll be like, you're going to try to tell me what to do. So we still best of friends to this day. And I still, on everything, won't even blink. I still think he's the best rapper that I ever heard of in my life. He may not have the most success, may not be the most popular. He's took some stance. And I think even when we were shopping his deal, one of the reasons why we ended up Priority, because Priority put out Fuck the Police. The other labels wanted him to take Nature or the Threat off of the album, and Raz would not do it. He stood up for it, and sometimes we think that he's paying the price for it. Well, he pays the price for being smart and intelligent, and he paid the price for always speaking his mind, whether it's on a record or in the boardrooms with them labels. He gonna say what he wants to say, and it's probably been him in the ass a couple times, but he's one of those artists that hadn't sacrificed his art form for anyone, and he's been able to make a living off of it for over 20, 25 years. So I respect him for that.